Gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Have you noticed that even though you walk every day, your energy, balance, or strength still doesn't feel the same? You may be wondering, why am I still slowing down even though I take my daily walks? Here's the truth most men over 60 aren't told. While walking is good, it's not enough to restore muscle strength, balance, and blood circulation that decline with age. In fact, surgeons and senior health specialists now recommend specific exercises that go beyond walking, movements that protect your joints, boost testosterone naturally, improve blood flow, and even sharpen your memory. Today, I'm going to share 5 surgeon-approved exercises that are better than walking. But more than that, we'll also uncover how diet plays a critical role, which foods can supercharge your circulation, and I'll share real patient success stories that will inspire you. If you've ever thought your best years are behind you, stay with me, because what you're about to learn can bring back strength, confidence, and vitality. Even at 70 or 80, walking is often prescribed as the go-to exercise for older adults. And yes, it helps with cardiovascular health. But here's what doctors know: walking doesn't build enough muscle, doesn't challenge your balance enough, and doesn't fully engage your joints. That's why even men who walk 5 miles daily still suffer knee pain, weak legs, or trouble getting out of a chair. Muscle mass begins to decline after 50, and by 70, many men lose nearly 25% of their muscle if they don't strengthen it. Without strong muscles, even the act of walking becomes harder over time. But the good news? There are simple, low-impact exercises, approved by orthopedic surgeons, that are safer and more effective at rebuilding muscle, protecting joints, and maintaining independence. Imagine not just walking down the street, but climbing stairs with ease, bending without pain, and feeling strong enough to pick up your grandchild. That's the power of doing more than walking. Now, before we dive into the exercises, let's talk about something just as important: your diet. Blood flow is the fuel that keeps your muscles alive. Without good circulation, your body can't deliver oxygen to your muscles, brain, or even reproductive organs. That's why poor diet often leads to fatigue, weaker erections, and slower recovery after exercise. As a urologist, I've seen how improving circulation through food makes exercise results 2 times more effective. So, as we go through the exercises, I'll also share specific foods that keep your blood vessels flexible, reduce inflammation, and support stronger muscles. Think of it this way: exercise is like building a house, but food is the bricks and cement that hold it together. You can't have one without the other if you want lasting results. Food number 1, beets for nitric oxide boost. The first food I recommend is beets. Why? Because beets are packed with nitrates that the body converts into nitric oxide, a natural compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. A patient of mine, Robert, age 68, was struggling with fatigue and erectile issues. He started adding beet juice to his breakfast 3 times a week. Within a month, his blood pressure improved, and he noticed his morning energy returned. Not only did his workouts feel easier, but his intimacy with his wife improved too. Beets are nature's version of a circulation booster, and they're cheap and easy to add, whether roasted, in a salad, or as juice. If you combine beets with the right exercises, you'll notice a surge in stamina and vitality. Food number 2, fatty fish for omega-3 power. The second food is fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your arteries and keep your heart pumping strong. For men over 60, protecting heart health is critical, not only for longevity but also for muscle recovery. One of my patients, a retired firefighter, was dealing with joint stiffness. When he added salmon twice a week and started doing resistance band training, his stiffness improved dramatically. Omega-3s lubricate your joints from the inside out, making every movement easier and less painful. Think of fatty fish as oil for your body's engine. If you don't like fish, omega-3 supplements can also help. Food number 3, walnuts for testosterone and brain health. Next, walnuts. These small but powerful nuts contain arginine, which boosts nitric oxide, plus omega-3s and antioxidants that protect the brain. For older men, this is a double win: stronger circulation and sharper memory. One man in his 70s told me he replaced his daily cookie with a handful of walnuts. After 3 months, his cholesterol dropped, and he felt mentally sharper. Walnuts also support testosterone production naturally, helping men maintain muscle mass and vitality without medication. I always tell my patients, 1 handful of walnuts a day is like a natural prescription for strength, energy, and brain health. Food number 4, dark chocolate for blood vessels. Yes, you heard that right, dark chocolate. But here's the catch: it needs to be at least 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, which improve blood vessel elasticity and circulation. In fact, a study showed men who consumed dark chocolate regularly had better blood pressure control and improved endothelial function. One of my patients, a retired teacher, started eating a small square of dark chocolate after dinner. It satisfied his sweet tooth, but more importantly, he noticed less fatigue during his evening walks. A small indulgence can actually work like medicine, as long as it's the right type. Food number 5, leafy greens for strength and energy. Finally, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These foods are loaded with magnesium, potassium, and nitrates, nutrients that relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve endurance. A 72-year-old patient of mine who struggled with leg cramps started adding a spinach salad to his lunch every day. Within weeks, the cramps were gone, and his stamina improved so much he was able to rejoin his old bowling league. Leafy greens are the foundation of a circulation-friendly diet, and when paired with the right exercises, they're like rocket fuel for your body. Transition to exercises. Now that we've covered the foods that fuel your body, let's get to the exciting part: the exercises that are better than walking. Remember, walking is still good, but these exercises do more. They build muscle, protect joints, and improve balance. And don't worry, you don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment. These are simple, surgeon-approved exercises you can do at home. Exercise number 1, sit to stand. The first exercise is the sit to stand, also known as the chair squat. Simply sit on a sturdy chair, then stand up without using your hands, and sit back down slowly. Do this 10 to 15 times. This strengthens your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, the exact muscles you need for independence. I had a patient who could barely get up from a couch without assistance. After doing sit-to-stands daily for 3 weeks, he regained his confidence and could stand without help. This one exercise can prevent falls and help you stay independent longer. Exercise number 2, heel raises. Next is heel raises. Stand behind a chair for support, rise up onto your toes, and then slowly lower back down. Do this 15 to 20 times. This simple move strengthens your calves, improves circulation in your legs, and enhances balance. Poor circulation is one of the main reasons seniors feel cold feet or experience leg cramps. Heel raises directly combat that issue. A 65-year-old patient of mine who suffered from night cramps found relief within weeks of doing heel raises daily. Exercise number 3, wall push-ups. The third exercise is wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall, place your hands shoulder-width apart, and slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall, then push back. This strengthens your chest, shoulders, and arms, without straining your joints. For men over 60, upper body strength is critical. It helps you carry groceries, lift objects, and even get out of bed more easily. A man I worked with, age 70, told me that after adding wall push-ups, he no longer struggled to push himself up from the floor. Exercise number 4, step ups. Fourth, step-ups. Using a low, sturdy step or staircase, step up with one foot, then bring the other foot up, and step back down. Do this 10 times per leg. Step-ups mimic the real-life movement of climbing stairs and are excellent for strengthening your legs and improving balance. I had a patient who was afraid of stairs after nearly falling. Within a month of daily step-ups, his confidence returned, and he no longer feared going up to his bedroom at night. Exercise number 5, bird dog. The final exercise is the bird dog. Get down on your hands and knees, extend one arm forward and the opposite leg back, hold for 5 seconds, then switch sides. This strengthens your core, improves balance, and protects your lower back. Back pain is one of the most common complaints in men over 60, and this exercise is a game changer. One of my patients, an 80-year-old gardener, told me this single exercise gave him the stability to continue his passion without fear of falling, combining food and exercise. Now, here's the real secret: these exercises alone will help, but when combined with the foods I mentioned, beets, fatty fish, walnuts, dark chocolate, and leafy greens, the results multiply. Food opens up your blood vessels, delivering oxygen and nutrients, while exercise strengthens the muscles that use that fuel. It's like upgrading both your car's engine and the gasoline at the same time. That's how you get lasting energy and vitality. Emotional patient story. Let me share the story of Michael, a 72-year-old grandfather who came to me feeling weak, fatigued, and depressed. He thought aging meant his best days were behind him. I encouraged him to start with sit-to-stands, heel raises, and a daily spinach salad. Within 2 months, he told me, "Doctor, I feel alive again. I can chase my grandkids in the yard. My wife says I look 10 years younger." That's the power of small, consistent changes, another success story. Then there's George, age 67, who was worried about losing his independence. He started doing wall push-ups, eating walnuts daily, and replacing desserts with dark chocolate. In 3 months, his cholesterol dropped, his arms felt stronger, and his confidence soared. He told me he no longer feared becoming a burden to his family. Stories like George's prove that it's never too late to reclaim your health, motivating closing and call to action. So, gentlemen, here's my message to you: walking is good, but these 5 surgeon-approved exercises, combined with circulation-boosting foods, are the key to restoring strength, energy, and independence. You don't need a gym. You don't need to be an athlete. All you need is consistency and the belief that your best years can still be ahead of you. Remember, small daily habits build a stronger tomorrow. If Michael and George can do it, so can you. Start today, pick one exercise and one food, and make it a part of your routine. Your body will thank you, your family will notice the difference, and most importantly, you'll feel the spark of vitality return. Don't wait another day. Take action now.